Look what I got.
A little thicker in the front, but
I just need the parts, yeah?
this is the previous owner, Ryan. Say hi, Ryan.
Hi.
He's got some good bits on it. We'll put it to good use. Thank you. All right, let's load this pig up and haul it across the mountain again.
Oh. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Anyway, so all I have here is a 1993 Jeep Cherokee that has been schmucked right there next to the Wicked Fish. And looks like the frame horn is a little bit bent. The clutch fan is messed up. That's pushed up against the engine. I cut the fan belt off so I could hear it run, and it runs really good. There's no engine noise. There's a bunch of good parts on here. First of all, you have the go fast bit there that's popular with the kids. It's got a Powerade throttle body spacer, the venerable 4-liter HO 6-cylinder engine. Other than this frame horn, which, you know, build a custom bumper, you can build a custom cross member too, I would suppose. A few $100s, you could probably fix this thing up. It's got some kind of Radio Shack power horn. Ooh. We got Harbor Freight tools here. A lighted toggle switch, bonus. What the hell? Oh, and it's got, you know, got a thing in there. Look at that. A Skyjacker lift kit with disconnects. All urethane bushings. Skyjacker shocks, looks like. Aluminum alloy wheels with skull caps. Awesome. Those look like they belong in a Chevy though. I mean, the tires aren't horrible. They're a little aged and checked, but they got some tread on them. There are the Iron Mans 225s, the size that came on the Jeep stock. Look at this. It's got race car seat belts. Awesome. And it still has the factory seat belts too. Under console. Ooh, scores. Oh, it's stuck right down the freaking. Oh, there's another dime. So it's got a Pioneer head unit. I don't know if it's any good. That wiring needs work. 142,000 miles. The lift struts are garbage. Oh, fuck. They work in reverse. BFG spare tire. So here's my dilemma. I found this. I wasn't even looking for one. I just happened to find this on Facebook Marketplace. It was in Vegas. It was for sale for $500. And I contacted the seller. You met him, Ryan. And I offered him $3. And we settled at $3.5. So at $350, I could not let this thing slip between my fingers. So I think what I'm going to do at this point, the focus is going to be to get some of this garbage off the front of the engine, the damaged stuff like this clutch fan, and get this fender off. This fender's dicked and it's pushing into the door, and the door has been pushed back a little bit. If the frame is straight and it's not bent or crumpled, then I might just go ahead and get this thing back on the road, and we'll have two off-road adventure Jeeps. If it's to a point where the unibody's been compromised, I'll probably cut this thing right at the B pillar, bulkhead it off, take the front half to the scrap yard. I'll take all the relevant parts that can be salvaged and sold on eBay, I'll pull out the drivetrain and save that for that one. I might be having a lift kit for sale here coming up shortly. I think I'm definitely going to take those disconnects and put that on the green Jeep. But I think we might be rocking a new off-road adventure rig here. Little hammering and dolly, and I think we can get this thing back in working order. Because clearly I don't have enough projects, you know. Don't have enough. Alright, well, I think that this vehicle might be worth saving. So there's the fender, and none of this is bent. This is bent a little bit, but I can straighten that out. I just pulled that out. And I can take this out and hammer and dolly that. That's no big deal. What happened is that when the fender came back, it pushed that in a little bit. So I need to try to pull this out. And I might have to cut this weld here and tip the door back up to get the door to shut properly. It's a little low. Of course, it destroyed the fluid coupler here for the clutch fan, and it's too bad too because it was brand new. I mean, the kid just bought this thing back in the beginning of May, and unfortunately he rear-ended somebody. In behind this is a bearing cartridge, and it pushed the cartridge back a little bit. I had to pry it back out so it wasn't making contact, and he said the AC blew cold, but of course, you know, that got destroyed in the accident, and Freon is all over the place, so that's all gone. And it's an R12 system, so in order for me to use AC, I need to convert it, which is kind of a pain in the ass. All I need to do is get a belt to find out, and I can take this thing for a test drive for a minute, at least down the end of the road and back, without worrying about overheating it. I put this in here. This is an old fuel filter with no fuel filter in it. This is he put all this in and put a transmission oil cooler in it, and of course it destroyed the cooler, and it was pissing transmission fluid all over the place. So all I need to really do is work on fixing that horn. I think I can, I don't know, maybe I can hook onto this with a chain and hook onto the back of the Suburban and pull it out at least a little bit. You know, I got rid of the fire hazard. That was all cobbled up wiring for the lights that somebody just kind of bored a hole through the roof, and I mean, no relays, just, you know, some of it was fused, not all of it. Of course, they had this little fuse box here for the accessories for the light. I think it powered the stereo too. I don't know, I haven't gotten that far, but it runs good. Check this out. A bit of an exhaust leak, but not too bad. It's got a brand new gas tank in it too. Brand new gas tank and fuel pump assembly. I almost feel bad I stole this thing from him. You know, on further inspection, that's just a Skyjacker tubular lower control arm. It still has the factory stamped upper control arms, but I think this is probably a 3-inch kit. I have to measure the distance between here and compare it to mine. Well, it looks about the same height. The tires are shorter, obviously. Wrong size battery. I'll mess with it for a couple of weeks and see how it works. If it works out okay, then I'll probably scrap the Suburban. That doesn't make me happy, but I'm not going to do anything with that Suburban, and I don't want to stick any more money into it. So maybe I'll just scrap that one out, part it out, and get rid of it. What do you think? What should I do? Should I turn that into a project vehicle and rebuild it and put her back on the road so we can go out as a family, girls in one Jeep and boys in another, or boy and dog in one? And I always wanted to have at least 2 vehicles to go on some of these really deep in country type excursions, so that if one breaks down, we're not, foobar. There's some places out in Death Valley that you get back in there and it might be a question of whether or not you live or die if you're going to get out or not. So I'm going to probably go to Pick Apart next week and pick up a rad. I might pick up a radiator if I can find a good one at Pick Apart, and just kind of zip tie it in place and get a cooling system jerry rigged up so I can at least drive it around and see how it operates. If it shifts good, if it makes any noise, if the gears are, if the axles are any good, and if everything checks out and it looks like it might be a pretty good vehicle and not, it's only got 140,000 miles in, man, things barely broke in. Comment in the comment section, what do you think I should do? Should I turn that into a project vehicle and put it back on the road, or should I part it and scrap the rest? I like rescuing old iron too. These things are getting harder to find. At least good examples, and this one's rust free. It's a little dented up, and that's okay for a trail rig. But what do you think? Should I leave it up to them? Yeah?
Can I show them I can do the skateboard?
Sure. She wants to show you that she can do the skateboard.
Woo! She's a rock star.
Outstanding. Let's do this. If you think I should rebuild it and put it back on the road, give me a thumbs up. If you think I should just scrap it and I'm a big dumb goof, give me a thumbs down. And if you haven't done so yet, why don't you go ahead and click on the subscribe button if you're so inclined, and then right next to it is a little picture of a bell. Click that bell. A little window will pop up and it'll ask you, do you want to receive notifications from this channel? Check the box or click yes, or whatever you got to do, and then you'll be notified of future uploads.
Bye.
I'm not done yet.
Oh.
Share this video with your vast social media network. Comments, suggestions, questions down in the comment section where they belong. And until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry.
And I have a fun day.
See ya.
Bye.
The next one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Woo! Surf's up, dude. Whoa! Doing tricks already. 15 minutes in.